This is a Women's History Month presentation on Mitsu Tanaka. Mitsu Tanaka was born in 1943 in Japan. She is the writer of Benjo no Kaio, Liberation from the Toilet, an advocate of Uman Ribu, and founder of the Tataku Onna. In her younger years, she was born to a middle-class family, which allowed her to call it the elitism found in the feminist movement. She graduated from the Toshima Metropolitan High School and lived near the University of Tokyo. She participated in a relief aid for the orphans of the Vietnam War, and a series of protests known as the Daigaku Funso was occurring at the university, which would lead into Tanaka's emergence as a prominent figure in the women empowerment movement. Uman Ribu movement was a women's liberation movement that spread wildly throughout Asia and specifically Japan. The movement focused on speaking out against the violence women faced, helping the women that went through this violence, and protesting legal control over women's bodies. A prime example being abortion rights. Mitsu Tanaka was largely involved with the movement's activities and ideologies for a 5-year period, during which she assisted in the opening of the Ribu Shinjuku Center and wrote manifestos. Furthering her reach, she created a group known as the Tataku Onna, which organized public protests. Liberation from the Toilet is Tanaka's most well-known work. It was handed out during Tataku Onna meetings. The text called out men's treatment of women, one translated quote being, "As far as men are concerned, a woman is split into 2 images, either the expression of maternal love, a mother, or a vessel for the management of lust, a toilet." Furthermore, she speaks on how women must present their true selves and reject any virgin-like actions if it is not who they truly are. She also criticizes men for measuring the worth of women by boxing them into the role of a maternal virgin. Tanaka's involvement in these movements would catalyze their success. Her loud presence in any gathering she was a part of would ensure it was heard. Her group opened up the Ribu Shinjuku Center, which, although controversial, created a safe space to educate women on abortion, divorce, and political gatherings. Many consider the departure of Tanaka to Mexico to be the starting decline of the Uman Ribu. Despite this being true or not, her impact is still noticed with how the topic of women's liberation is seen as less taboo. She no longer is a public political activist, now working as an acupuncturist. Yet she's still personally advocating for the liberation of women and will stand by anyone who takes their stance publicly. These websites have many more details about her work, and thank you for listening to the presentation.